So today we're discussing a crucial topic that affects everyone worldwide. It's immigration fraud. At one point of the time, we've seen in the news that maybe people have been victims of immigration fraud. You will see situations where people say that, oh, they thought that what they had was work visa, only for them to get to the airport and they realized that it was visiting visa that the agents did for them. You hear all sorts of stories. So a couple of weekends ago, I came across a video on Olufemi Loye's page on Instagram about a woman called Lola that recently became a victim of immigration fraud. So she had used an immigration agent, and according to the video, she had gotten admission into University of Regina through this agent. But on getting to Canada, the agent told her that she had to be put on a wait list for her to start schooling because registration had ended or something. I will definitely link the video in my description box so you can go to watch the video in case you want to have like proper details of what the video is about. The video was originally published on CBC News, so I'll link it for you just in case you want to watch it. So on getting here, she could not register. So she said that, oh, she didn't have the patience to like wait and be on the wait list or wait to like start the following semester, that she wanted to just start schooling already since that was the main thing that she moved to Canada to do. So instead of waiting to like start in U of Regina the following semester, she applied to a school in Nova Scotia. I think it's a community college in Nova Scotia, I'm not sure. So she applied to that and she started schooling. In fact, she was done with school, she had graduated, or maybe a couple of weeks before graduating, before IRCC called her attention to it that she actually came into Canada with fake documents. Turned out that the admission letter that the agent had gotten her to go school in University of Regina was fake. It wasn't original. So IRCC said she came into Canada with fake documents, and now she has to leave Canada. They are going to she has to leave, or they would have to like deport her and her family, except for one of the children that she gave birth to here in Canada. But the rest of the family, they would have to leave because they came into Canada with fake documents. Anyway, the main goal of this video today is to discuss with you how to spot fake immigration documents, how to choose a trustworthy immigration representative or consultant, and also how not to fall victim of immigration fraud. If this is the kind of video that you're interested in, please don't go anywhere. Please stay tuned and let's get straight into today's video. Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lovelyn. Just in case you're seeing my face for the first time, I am a Nigerian based in BC, Canada. I share my lifestyle as an immigrant here in Canada, and I also share my journey through navigating life here as an immigrant in Canada. I sometimes share immigration tips that you'll find very helpful and useful. So like I mentioned earlier, that I came across this video of Mrs. Lola a couple of weekends ago, and that's going to be the case study of this video. When I saw the video, I was wild. Like, I cannot imagine somebody coming all the way from wherever they are coming from to come to Canada to come and study. You don't even want to talk about everything that you put into coming into Canada, everything that you left back home to come here and study, or come here and do whatever that you come here to do, only for you to realize that your document was fake and you're on the verge of being deported. I don't pray that for anybody, not even my enemy. So I decided to make this video today just to like drop tips how not to become victims of immigration fraud, how to avoid being in a situation like this, and that's what we're just going to talk about in this video. So I've divided this video into like 4 sections, and we're just going to take them one after the other. The first section of this video is how to spot fake immigration documents, and also how to verify if your document is fake or legit. For you to spot immigration document, the first thing I would say you have to look out for on the documents is the logo on the document. I know that you can say that, oh, logos can be easily manipulated and all that, but one thing is sure, the logos would definitely differ in a way or the other. You want to like look out for maybe if the logo is not precise, typographical errors in the logos. You just want to be particular and look out for how the logos are being placed. Are they placed correctly? Are the shapes correct? Are they okay? Does anything look fishy in this logo? Are there any typos in the logo? Also, in a situation where you're not the one doing the application yourself and you're not the one in direct contact with your school, whether you're coming in through the study route or your place of employment, whether you're coming in through LMIA, if you're not the one directly doing your immigration process yourself, you want to be sure or whatever documents that you're being given is from a legit source, it's from a verified source. Fine, you might not be the one involved, you might not be the one directly doing all these things, but you can always reach out. For example, if you're coming to school, you're already, maybe your agent is giving you like a letter and you want to be sure if the letter is original. One thing that I know is you can always send an email to the school. You can always send an email to this employment institute, whatever. You can always send an email to just send an email saying, oh, you have an agent who's doing this for you, but you just want to confirm if this document is actually from their institution. That's all. And you definitely be able to confirm if the document is from a verified source or a good source. So basically, you want to contact the institution directly. This does not mean that, oh, maybe you're going behind the back of your representative to do something. It's just you double checking and to avoid stories that touch in the future. So moving on to the next section of this video is choosing trustworthy immigration representative or immigration consultant. I know that choosing a representative or a consultant can be a bit pricey, but it's better than you using an agent that you're not sure what's going to come out of it, or using an agent who does not even know what they are doing, or they're not even sure of what they are doing, and also using an agent that will maybe end up putting you in trouble. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that all these agents will put you in trouble or all of them don't know what they are doing. Some of them know what they are doing, but it's just always advisable that you use an actual immigration consultant, a licensed immigration representative, because they know what they are doing. Like, they actually go to school to learn this thing. There's an institute for it. They've learned it. They know what they are doing. And I also want you to know that using them does not automatically guarantee like a visa approval, but at least they know what they are doing. They've been trained for it. So that way your mind is at peace when you're using like a trustworthy immigration consultant. So let's go over how you can choose a trustworthy immigration consultant. First thing you want to do is do your research. Look for a solid immigration consultant. Go through their websites, check their ratings, check their track records. If you know somebody they've worked for, if somebody's recommending them, ask questions about them. Ask those people who have used them, like how was it when they used them. And the thing about most of these immigration consultants is they have websites, so people leave reviews on their websites. Some of them also have like Instagram pages that people leave comments on. Just do your research and just do your research properly. Another thing that you want to look out for is red flags. When your immigration consultant is already making unrealistic promises, promising you heaven and earth, you have to be careful as well. Don't just fall for all those unrealistic promises. The licensed immigration consultants here in Canada, like I mentioned, that they go through a college, and for them to go through a college, they actually have to like belong to like a membership body of the college. So there's also a website for you to check if these claimed consultants that you want to use, there's a way for you to check that, oh, they're actually regulated, because for you to be regulated, then you also have to belong to the body member of this college of CICC, whatever. I'll also link the website in the bio where you can go and check to verify if they belong to this body of CICC, and that way you can be guaranteed and be rest assured that, oh, these consultants that you want to use is actually licensed and regulated and they belong to the body member of CICC. Another thing that you should take note of is your immigration consultants will always be transparent. When your consultant is not being transparent, situations whereby they're not letting you know how much the exact school fee is, you're asking them questions, they're being dodgy, they're not being straightforward, at that point in time, pack your things and leave. Look for another consultant. There should not be a reason why a consultant is not being transparent with you. So moving on to the next section of this video is the legal resources available for victims of immigration fraud. If you or anybody you know ever falls victim of immigration fraud, the first thing that you should do is actually file a report for it, like reports that, oh, you've been victim of immigration fraud. Immediately let IRCC know and file an actual police report on that. Another thing that you want to do is seek legal advice. You want to speak to a legal practitioner to guide you on what to do next to avoid like terrible consequences. When you're using like a legal practitioner to go about these things, they have like proper advices to give to you and tell you what to do next to avoid a situation that you probably will not be happy about at the end of the day. And the last section of this video is the impact of immigration fraud on an individual or on the family who's ever a victim of immigration fraud. The psychological impact that comes with knowing that you're most likely going to be deported. You don't even want to talk about it because this can be so stressful mentally, physically, everything, and you don't just want to imagine going through all that. And let's also talk about the financial stress that comes with it, because it's going to cost you a lot of money. You're likely going to lose your source of income. You're likely going to even lose the income that you've already made. You probably have to spend so much getting a lawyer and getting everything that you need to put together to like maybe fight for it or something. Also, being deported or being victim of immigration can have like a long-term legal impact on an individual, because that would be in your record for life. And if it happens that applying for visa to another country, like you have to like state it in your application that, oh, you've been deported before, or these consequences are things that you don't want to deal with. You can be banned after being deported. You're probably banned from being able to like come back to that country again. So we actually want to avoid situations like this. So by learning how to spot fake immigration documents and by learning how to choose a trustworthy immigration consultant or representative would save you the chances of being victims of immigration fraud. And I hope that you find this video very helpful. Let me know if there's any tips that you'd like to share. Please leave it in the comment section and let others also learn from you. I hope you find this video very useful and valuable. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, please subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. If this is the kind of video, yeah, Jesus, the Yoruba would do it. So I mentioned earlier that I came across this video of Mrs. Lola Akilade. I suddenly cannot speak Yoruba too.